Hey y'all, it's Margaret.
And Bradley.
With the 2020 pandemic in full swing, the world in lockdown mode, and work life in flux,
We decided to make margaritas out of the limes we were dealt. So we bought a 1973 houseboat in Minnesota with plans to boat it down the Mississippi River to our home in New Orleans.
so grab your life vest and your beverage of choice. We assure you it will be one wild ride. Having breakfast on the top deck. It is Saturday, September 5th, Labor Day weekend. It is gorgeous, not a cloud in the sky. Gonna fuel up before we head out and head to Davenport or the Davenport area later today.
So where are we now?
We're parked in East Clinton, Illinois, and we have biscuits, eggs, bacon, coffee, and my favorite breakfast meals.
What's the temperature?
Chili.
No, what's the temperature?
It feels great. It is 69 degrees.
69 degrees.
Nice and fresh.
A bluebird day. Another beautiful day on the Mississippi River.
What in tarnation? What's going on here, y'all?
Looks like something I would do.
It's not hunting season yet.
Oh, but it is. Let's go. Come on. Here. Okay. Come on.
looks like they're actually building some sort of cool Labor Day party tiki hut. So maybe I was too quick to judge.
It's
Pretty
pretty
cool.
awesome to me. Somewhere close to the Quad Cities. This is over just before Davenport in Iowa. It's the Saturday of Labor Day weekend, and it's not even noon. You can see the boats just piling in. Just more and more just rolling up. Kind of debating whether we should go join their party, but I think we want to get a little bit farther down.
Check out these homes right on the river. And this restaurant looks like it's about to throw down for the holiday weekend.
Lot 14, pleasure craft headed southbound, looking for a time estimate.
14 your back, it's going to be about 20 minutes.
Roger. 20 minutes. Let's hope. Power it back a little bit. So, well, we're at Lock 14. I just called in about 40 minutes ago, and they said 20 minutes, so we're fired up and kind of eased in, slowed it down just a little bit. And now, 40 minutes later, still not through it. I only mention this because every single lock, the time has been off. There's been some where it's been open and we've come into them, but for the most part, if they say 40 minutes, it's been an hour and a half. If they say 30 minutes, it's an hour. It's almost always been double time. I don't know. And then we hear like a captain with a tugboat or something that'll call in shortly right after we do. And then we get there and it seems that there's a tugboat kind of coming through, or we're watching it go through. So I don't know if they hear us getting ready to come through and then they're like, yeah, we don't want to wait on these cats. We're going to just go ahead and jump them, or go ahead and push through. I don't have time for this. Maybe that's it, or maybe just the time estimates are what they are. But right now we're doing pretty good. It's pretty calm, but the real, besides waiting for a long time and kind of messing time estimates, is a lot of times I'll run both engines and kind of double time, burn fuel to get here, and then we're waiting, or we're sitting there running fuel and the wind's pushing us, and so we're just running the motors and circling, or we're throwing an anchor out trying to grab an anchor to hold a position. So it's a couple frustrations and nuances with trying to get through these locks and trying to get any kind of real time estimate or any ability to calculate, our timing with them, and how to calculate our speed and our distance from the lock to try to time it right. Because quite frankly, it's we haven't really been capturing it right at all to this point. So maybe there's a secret we figure out. I've been told you can watch where the ships are and their movement. I've tried a couple apps. I haven't really figured that out yet. So maybe I'll look into that a little bit more too. So we'll see. Look at the steering wheel, Margaret.
Bradley is hurt
We
pretty
just
bad.
ate it. We just ate it bad. We went down to a lock. We waited there forever. Finally, they said, no, you got to go to another area with no signs, no nothing. Show the rocks in the passageway right here. There's zero markers to show us anything.
You have to go through these two rocks. We tried to go in right over here and we hit a rock and everything.
No, we hit a wing dam. There's an entire wing dam underwater over here. And everything threw forward, shattered the steering wheel. I don't know if there's a hole in the boat or not. We'll have to check, make sure we're not bringing in water. We didn't ruin that. That could set the trip back or cancel the trip. So we'll see. I'm just glad we're okay for now. But I can't believe we're put in this kind of situation.
A little bit more help would have been great.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. None of this is marked. There's no marker from here to there to there to there. There's not a single marker on any of this. The fact that this is how you have to get through the lock when there's clearly a lock on this side of it, that's pretty disappointing. So hopefully we're going to be okay.
Hopefully.
So this is the route to get through Lock 14 on the Mississippi River. Is you have to turn to an offside bayou, which has about a 10-foot passageway through wing dams that aren't marked. We just hit one. I don't know if there's a hole in the boat. As you can see, we've knocked the steering wheel out, broke it. The back is pretty beat up right here. And of course, we're navigating through several hundred boats and 4-foot channel. So, of course, all the boats, it is Labor Day weekend on a Saturday. So that, I know that's not common, but still, to have to come through an off bayou with no markers and no explanation, I guess this is where major research would come in handy. I don't even think I'd have caught this through major research. So maybe we'll put it out and help anyone else making this trip not make the same mistake we did. And I hope the boat's okay so that we can actually make our trip. I definitely, this is going to be fun with this steering wheel if we continue to make the trip. But here we go. Wish us luck.
Yeah. Lots of I had this little bar set up and all of the glass broke. I'm picking it up now. But everything went over. I mean, steering wheel is completely apart. This is wild, y'all. I mean, we are going through like a party boat area, and this is where a lock is. The other lock is for barges only, which you would never know looking at a map, or you just would never know. Wild. Y'all, I'm freaked out. That was crazy.
Okay, so here's what happened. We needed to go to Lock 14A, not Lock 14. Lock 14 is the industrial lock, and Lock 14A, A for auxiliary, is where pleasure crafts lock through. This part of the Mississippi River is called the Rock Island District. As it turns out, the Army Corps of Engineers built a longitudinal dam paralleling the Iowa shore from the head of the Rock Island Rapids at LeClaire to the head of Smith's Island. The dam formed the river ward wall for the LeClaire Canal, which vessels could bypass the rapids. The Iowa shore served as the canal's land wall. Most of the longitudinal dam was submerged when Dam 14 was built. However, a portion of the original canal near the dam is still used. After this whole debacle, we find out that this is only the case because it's Labor Day weekend. Legit, if we came 2 days later, we would be able to go through Lock 14 as usual. The more you know, right? Lock 14 and Lock 14A are located in LeClaire, Iowa at mile marker 493.2.
So here we are at Lock 14. It looks like we're like in this industrial... Oh, it's the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. But look at this little baby lock. Y'all, this is crazy shit.
Just when we thought we were through the thick of it, we noticed what resembles yet another underwater rock wall blocking us from our marina for the evening. Here, let me zoom in for you. See this thing that looks like maybe it could be a rock marker situation? Well, it is just that, but we missed it because we weren't over our lock scare. And see this? Oh, you don't? Look closer and you'll see what is a 2-mile-long underwater concrete wall. The only reason we saw it was because there were birds perched on top of it. Thank goodness another boat was coming by. We flagged them down to help show us the way in. Once we made it to the marina, we plowed our way to the bar.
Where are we? Oh, the captain's table. Yeah, so we're at the captain's table right now in Davenport, Illinois. We're on the Illinois side. We went to the wrong lock, apparently. And then we had to backtrack back, ran into a wing dam that's not a wing dam, and it wasn't marked by buoys. I physically crushed the steering wheel. It's crushed. It's gone. We don't have a steering wheel on the boat right now. I mean, the boat smashed a bunch of glasses, broke everything else. I don't think there's a hole in the boat. We haven't really gotten to check yet. I'm really hopeful there isn't. Now we're at this bar, and yes, I'm drinking Malibus. No shame. And the houseboat is right here on point. And
Hey girl, hey.
it's like the centerpiece of the hotel and restaurant. It's like centerpiece of the whole place now.
As it turns out, this stretch of the Mississippi River between locks 14 and 15 is considered the most dangerous due to these underwater rock walls. Tonight is definitely cause for celebration. We treated ourselves to dinner and watched the sun go down. Thank you, baby Jesus, for helping us through.